Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Wanted to come back with another midday update on the transfer portal. Man, it's nonstop every single day. New players going in, potential targets popping up. Dropped a video early this morning talking about a couple of targets out there that Tennessee is in pursuit of. Then there's also news coming out that Vols will not be visiting this weekend. It is constantly changing, trying to give you guys as many updates as possible. But when I read through the comments, I look what some of you guys are saying about what this coaching staff is doing, and I get the frustration. I'm right there with you, particularly after some of these misses on the recruiting trail, right? We got the bag of money that we were ready to hand over to Jordan Seaton. You guys are ready to spend it, and you're ready to spend it in the secondary. I understand. I think we got to be patient, though, and I'm talking to myself, too, because I'm a little frustrated. I'm ready to see them go after one of those big-time targets, just like you guys are. But we got to be patient. We got to understand that Josh Heupel is still filling out this roster. He's still having conversations about guys that could potentially come back for 2024. So be patient. The portal's been open less than a week, but the chaos, it continues, and we're going to continue to talk about it. Today I want to talk about a potential target, somebody that Tennessee is in pursuit of at the tight end position, a position of need. We know that they've got the kid from Notre Dame is going to be in town this weekend, got another potential target coming in next weekend to visit. Made videos on all of that earlier, but a new name has emerged at the tight end position, and an old friend, a former Tennessee Vols commit, finds themselves back in the transfer portal. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. But as always, do me a favor, guys. Smash the thumbs up real quick just below the video. You know the deal. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We don't pretend to be experts or insiders. We are fans. That's what this channel is built on, for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live on Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Guess what? That's your show. It's a fan call-in show where you, the members of the channel, get to come on, talk Tennessee football all night long. It's going to be a good time, but make sure you hit that join button down below and become a member of this channel. You get a power T beside your name, custom Talkin VAWLS emojis, access to the fan call-in show, all kinds of fun stuff. But let's jump into it. Let's talk about an old friend. You guys remember this one? Isaiah Neyor has entered the transfer portal. 6'3", 212-pound wide receiver is going to have 2 years of eligibility remaining. He was ranked as a top 10 player in the 2022 transfer portal rankings. You guys remember Isaiah Neyor? He's a guy that came from Wyoming, played some good football out there, and we talk about, you know, how you can do it at the lower level, you go have success, and then you jump up to the big leagues. Isaiah Neyor in 2021 for Wyoming, he had 44 catches, 878 yards, and 12 touchdowns. This coaching staff liked Isaiah Neyor. They liked the size, 6'3", 215 pounds. We know that this coaching staff is looking to add another wide receiver that's going to be on the outside. What does Brew McCoy do? As of this morning, according to VolQuest, sounds like he could be trending back to Tennessee. He's waiting on one more report to come back from the NFL, and then he's going to make that decision. But it seems like Brew McCoy may be back in 2024. So do they need a guy like Isaiah Neyor? You would be taking a shot here. You would be taking a chance because Isaiah Neyor is a guy that transferred down to Texas. During his first camp before the 2022 season, he tore his ACL. He did not participate in any games during 2022 because of that injury. And now it sounds like he's kind of struggled to bounce back from that injury. Only played in one game in 2023. Only had one catch on the season. Here's a quote from Steve Sarkisian, the head coach down at Texas. Said, Isaiah physically is great, but it's like anything as far as when you have an injury like that, there's a mental component to it as well. I see some really good days, and then I see some days that it doesn't look as good. The challenge for him is finding that level of consistency day in and day out of what he brings, and we're hopeful that we can get him to that point. Again, he just appeared in one game. One game this season, 8 snaps worth of action. So he's a guy that entered the portal with a lot of buzz coming out of Wyoming, and he's only played in one game in 2 seasons, 8 snaps of live football throughout 2 seasons. So again, you know, prior to that, coming out of Wyoming, he was a deep threat, a guy that Tennessee really liked his game, being able to take deep shots down the field. Will they take a chance here on a guy like Isaiah Neyor? Do they need him? I don't think this is going to be one of those NIL deals where, you know, like Juice Wells. A lot of people were upset, a lot of people frustrated that he ultimately didn't end up at Tennessee, canceled his visit. That's an NIL deal. He's looking for the bag. I think Isaiah Neyor is looking for an opportunity. He's looking for a second chance. But I think it is interesting. Again, at one time he was committed to Tennessee, but then he flipped, ultimately ends up at Texas, and then battled injuries ever since. Wanted to make a video and bring his name up because it is an interesting one to see him pop up back in the portal. Now I want to talk about another guy that Tennessee is targeting, confirmed through VolQuest.com. Kentucky tight end Jordan Dingle enters the NCAA transfer portal. Now, we know the tight end position is a position of need, right? We've talked it to death. A lot of us are saying, man, we need to go get a big deep threat at wide receiver. We need to go get, some help in the secondary. We got this mass exodus of players in the secondary. And if you missed this morning's video, there's likely some more coming. I talked about it in that video. So far you've had Warren Burrell, Brandon Turnage, Jack Luttrell hit the portal. Rumors of Tamarian McDonald, Danico Slaughter could be teasing or testing the waters that they may enter the portal. Does Gabe Judy Lally come back? Does Wesley Walker come back? I mean, I just rattled off 5-6 defensive backs that may not be a part of this football team in 2024. We're saying go spend the Jordan Seaton money. That's what I'm going to call it. We're not going to call it the bag anymore. We're going to call it the Jordan Seaton money. Go spend that on guys in the transfer portal. Super Saiyan, he's here every single video, every live stream. He commented and said, I knew it. I knew what they would do is go offer a JUCO defensive back in Tyler Woodard, or they would go offer a Rhode Island kid in Saeed Gibbs. They won't spend the money on the big-time secondary players, and every guy that we seem to target, we seem to bring in, is at the tight end position, right? Justin Jolie from Connecticut. They were targeting him. They ended up telling him, hey, don't take the visit. They're targeting the kid from Notre Dame. They're targeting the kid from Southeastern Missouri, and now it is confirmed to keep an eye on Kentucky tight end Jordan Dingle, who has recently entered the transfer portal. Let's take a look at this article from on3.com. It says he spent 3 seasons with the Wildcats, had 27 appearances and 13 starts in the 2023 campaign. He recorded 11 catches for 198 yards. However, he failed to score a touchdown. His redshirt season was his best. He had a career-high 20 receptions for 220 yards and 3 touchdowns. Played in all 3 games that year for his efforts. Dingle was named to the freshman All-SEC team. In his true freshman season, Dingle only saw action in 4 games, finished the year with 2 catches for a combined 54 yards, his red shirt that season. He used his red shirt that season. So again, we're reading off these numbers. They don't blow me off out of the water. They don't wow me. I don't see anything here that goes, man, we got to land Jordan Dingle. So I get it. I understand your frustrations. When are they going to go after the big targets? Goes on to say he played high school football at Bowling Green, where he was a 3-star prospect. He was the number 451 overall recruit in the 2021 cycle, according to the On3 industry rankings. So according to VolQuest, Tennessee is going to be targeting Jordan Dingle. Again, 3-star prospect coming out of high school. You go look at the transfer portal rankings. Just went into the portal yesterday. Grades out at an 88.51, listed as a 3-star from On3 as a recruit out of high school, and also a 3-star in the transfer portal. So another tight end target. Going to continue to target the kid from Notre Dame. Going to continue to target the kid from Southeastern Missouri. Are you guys getting frustrated with the way the portal's played out? Again, I started this video by saying I think we need to be patient. We know that Tennessee needs help at tight end. I think they need to probably add 2 guys. Ethan Davis is really the only guy on the roster that you have that's going to be able to contribute. So is this a frustration on our part? We want the big-time studs. We want the 5-stars. We want the flash. We already have that. We're returning our entire offensive line. We're likely to return our entire defensive line. We'll see what Tyler Barron elects to do. Talked about that in this morning's video. Also, go back, give it a watch. I'll link it at the end of this one. Possibly returning both sides of the ball on the line of scrimmage. Nico's going to be taking over at quarterback. The running back room is solid. The wide receiver position has a ton of potential. I'm excited with what we saw from Caleb Webb, from Chaz Nimrod, and now again mentioned from VolQuest earlier this morning that it seems like Brew McCoy is trending towards returning. So really, you're returning just about everybody. Oh, and by the way, you're adding an elite-level quarterback in Nico Iamaleava. So is this coaching staff just trying to patch the holes, fill the needs at the tight end position? We'll continue to keep an eye on it. We'll let you guys know if there's any new targets that pop out. I thought the Isaiah Nair entering the transfer portal was interesting, and then also wanted to make sure you guys are aware Tennessee will be targeting Kentucky tight end Jordan Dingle. Do me a favor, smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Jump into the comment section, man. Let's talk about it. I know some of you guys are frustrated. Voice your frustrations right here on the Talkin VAWLS Network. And go check out the merchandise. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. That link's in the description below. You want it for Christmas, you better get in where you fit in. Make sure they have time to print it and get it shipped out to you by Christmas. And one last thank you to the members of the channel. I appreciate the way you guys support. You want to be a part of it, hit that join button down below. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.